So now we are going to see one use case. The use case is I wanted to read the data from the CSV file, and whatever I read the data, the given specific column data, I wanted to put it in the list. I wanted to put in the list. That is my requirement. This kind of requirements we used to have. I mean, we used to face a number of times in our daily life, sale point programming code or some other things and all. So that program, how you can develop these things, I wanted to show you. And most of us know that we will not write all the code. Okay, we will be using the net and we will find out the different code and we will write it. Only one thing is we need to know how to utilize that internet and bring the code and write our code and finish our target. So our intention is, our requirement is this: I have a file here, this is my file. In this file I wanted to find out all email IDs, all email IDs. I need to read this this file, whatever this file is, then that file I need to read, and from there I wanted to find out all the email IDs and put it in the an array list and given to the one calling program. That is our requirement. Let me write. So read one file, CSV file, CSV file, and based on the given column, based on given column name, we need to read all values, read all, we need to read all values of that given column, list of given column, and return the array list. In this program, what we are going to do, first we will analyze how we can develop the code, how we will analyze the code. First of all, what are the steps we need to have it? We need to first read the file, that is we need to do it. And which column we need to read, we need to finalize. Which column we need to read, we need to finalize. Which column do we need to read, we need to read, we need to finalize. Okay, once we finalize that, whatever we read the data, we need to have the array list. We need to return as a array list. That is major things we are going to do it. So we can do a number of ways. My intention is how you can search in the Google and find out the data and you start the coding and all. That I wanted to show to interested people and make them do their own coding themselves, and their job also they can do best. That is thing. So let me take existing method I am taking. Sometimes I am try to take existing classes and all things. I wanted to save time, so I'm taking the test code. Now test code class, I am, as of now, you know how to open this Eclipse and all, how to write a small project also, you might be aware of it. So now we are going from here and how to read it. Now I wanted to read data from the file. That is what we have to do. If I doesn't know how to read the data, the piece of code I can just get from the Google. Read the data from the file. I'm just googling it, no other things. So relevant data, relevant things I'm going to take, and from there I am going to modify it, my code, and write that code. So this piece of code I am taking it. Okay, it is reading it and all the things. So entire things I am copying it, sir. Entire things. Okay, and let me. I am just changing this first. I don't want to change other things. So what I am doing, I am taking the existing code just like that. how do I take this data and how we are modifying it? If you know that, you can also do it in your I mean like in your project and all. That's where I am trying to do this attempt. How I am developing the code. You can also develop the same approach. That is my idea here. So I have taken the code. I'm just keeping it. So I have taken the existing data. Now moving and how we are going to do it, we'll see that. So now I got the data. Here is my Eclipse. Eclipse is there, and okay, I got this data, and I need to read. I need to read IO and all, right. IO packages. No, I'm just keeping in my IO packages. Actually, here also that guy has given IO package. Okay, you can import this, or else if you don't want to import like this, you can do. You can put your cursor on this, and automatically it will show you that what you need to import it, and it will show you that what you need to import it, and all you can get it. So that is that import java.io asterisk. I'm giving it java.asterisk. I'm giving it. So I got it. I'm just giving semicolon. Yeah, I got it. So now I am able to get now this program what it is doing, that we will see that. Now I am reading the file. I'm reading the file, and after the buffer reader is that if you are not understanding this code, I am ready to explain what exactly this guy is doing it. I'm ready to do that. So what exactly it is doing that. So basically we have file here, ms ms paint. MS Paint, I'm opening it here, and how the buffer reader and a file reader it is working. I'm just trying to show you that. So what happened now? We I mean like we are, if you wanted to read a file, okay, it is my file. What is the data is there? That is my file. So it is my Java program. So Java program need to read the data from the file. Need to read the data from the file. If you want to read the data from the file, so we can't directly go and read the data just like that. We need to establish connectivity between the file and program. So for that, first we are going to create a buffer reader. Buffer reader. So I have established the buffer reader. For the to the buffer reader, this is my buffer reader. For this buffer reader, I am establishing. I am having a connection with the file reader. File reader. File reader. The file reader, it is going to have established a connectivity with the file, with the file, with the file. This is the way it is going to have a read of the data. So this program is going to talk to the file. File is going to have the reference is the buffer reader. Buffer reader is going to talk to the file. This is the way it is going to have the connectivity. So basically in this program, why I am not writing any code? I'm taking the code, existing code. I'm trying to analyze it, modify the things accordingly, right? Why I'm doing like this? In the jobs also, most of the people will do like this one. Okay, and let me do it. And this is my program. So read program. It is a static. Well, I need not to have the. I need to have. I want to read it, right? If I want to read that is a class name, whatever the class is there, this is a static method, so I can read like this. Okay, I'm reading it. I need to pass the file. Where is my file is located? That file location I need to give. My file is this. My file is this. So this location I need to send. this location I need to send. I can go this properties and from there I can give, and details section I think I can give, file path I can give. I'm taking like this, and I'm giving file path is like this, and one more file name is there. So I'm just taking F2, and I just run it, and CSV is my file. If you are getting red color means that time we need to do escapes and all. Why we are doing? We are saying that ignore this character and all. That is the thing it is going to do. So, so now this file is going to read it, and here exact file is going to be refer it. So here I am sending the file. Actually reading that CSV file and all is full, and most of the times so we may need to use it, and if you do more number of practice only you can do best in the programming side. Basically what I want is that this is my CSV file, this is my CSV file. I need all email IDs in array list. That is my program. So now I am able to read all the program. This is I am able to read all the program. I have taken here this program. What is doing now? I am establishing connected here. After that, I'm creating a small array list. I mean, string I have created, and a string array, a temporary array I have created it. So line is that whatever the buffer reader is, then buffer reader basically this reader, this file is then this file is going to read one line at a time, one line at a time. So from here it used to be using the BR reader is that guy is going to read it, and if it is not null it is going to it is not, it is going to inside program. I got the line, and after that I wanted to that line is there, that line we are going to split it. Delimited I am given as a comma. So delimited is the comma I have given, and I got the temporary line, whatever the line is, then I am getting it. So from here I am going to do that. Now this is the split, line dot split. Line dot split, what is no? Whatever you are given the line, that is going to be converted as a array, temporary array. So this is the array I am getting it. From here I am going to take the code and declare it. I am saying that I need to have all the data in array list, right? So for that we are declaring an array list. For that we are declaring an array list. So to simplify my coding and all, I try to sometimes I try to use existing declarations and all, and that's why I wanted to save time. So I'm declaring array list. So it is having array list inputs, and so I'm just going to import this array list also. This is my array list import. I'm doing import. I got this thing, and now I need to find out array. So basically I got this thing is here is I got this array list. Okay, this is the string having all records, right? All records, and if I given this array printing and all, it is going to print all the values. Let me first print the values. It is able to print the values, and we will see that. So if I wanted to print, okay, what should I do? I am going to give syslog, syslog and all. I am giving it array list one, array list like this and all. I am giving it. So I'm just telling to prove that if I give this, okay, it is going to be convert, right? This is my file. This is my file. So if I give this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if I give array list of 5, if I give, I am going to get definitely email ID. All first time it's going to show the email. After that it's going to show all all the values. I mean, like all mail it is. First column it's going to show email. After that, next record and all, it's going to show all the emails what it is there. So I'm just seeing it, and I'm just running it. So you can find it. See this first time email I got it, and next all email address I'm getting it. Now, if I know that, okay, if I know that fetching the value and put it in the list, if I am able to do it, I can complete my program. I need this program, all right. I need all error list. I need to read all CSV file. In the CSV file, based on the column, I mean, like based on the column, based on the given column, like I need to fill out email IDs. So I given a temporary of 5. I actually here what I did, I have opened the file. I have opened the file and told that the email ID column is there, given this temporary of 5 I given, so I'm able to pull out. Now you can't hard code like this, right? You need to find out email ID column by program, and based on that you need to pull out the data and put it in the array list, isn't it? So I first step is I need to find out index of where the column is going to match the array list. Sorry, a email I need to find out. So for that I am writing a program. So this is my here I have first time I am going to have this columns, right? The first time it is going to have the columns. So let me write a program. What I have to have in this program, I may need a few of things. Record value, index to find out index. I'm keeping as index one column. Index as one column. That is index is equal to 0. To find out record values, I need to have the record value. Record value. So here I'm going to find out my code and write it accordingly. Let's see what I am doing it. First of all, I need to find out index. First of all, I need to find out the index. So first row, when it is reiterating, this is the while loop. When it is reiterating it, first time it is going to read this data. This line it is going to read. We want to see, I have run it array of 5 are given, and after that this is the column it is going. When it is reading the first time, I need to pull out whether which column is belongs to, which column is going to be email ID. I need to find out which column is going to be email ID. I need to. So I got this error list. Which column is going to be error list? See, you are getting this temporary, right? I need to. I got this all the values, sir. These all values I got it. So I need to iterate one by one, find it out, which column is email ID. So I am iterating all these things. Okay, when I return this split array, I'm going to get all the values. These all the values as array. So in this values I need to iterate it. So this is the array. This is string array. So I'm for that I need to iterate it. I am trying to iterate it. So I need to do that first. If it is the first time, then only I need to do it, right? So that is the reason I am saying that if record is 0, record number is 0, then that time iterate it. If record is 0, if record is 0, that time iterate it. If record is 0, that time iterate it. I am writing here. Record is 0, 0. That time only you need to iterate it. So I need to iterate. I wanted to iterate this string array. So you can easily, for each cases is there, you see this, you can easily get it, and you can use a iterate over array or iterate over temporary array. You can use any of the things. That is itself, it is going to write a code. Okay. Now this guy is iterating it, and I am going to get it. So now what happened now? I am getting all the values here. I am getting all the values. So what happened now? We are we read this column. This column is read by br reader. This column is reading it. After that we are whatever we read it now, that we have split it to the error list. After that, we are recreating one by one column. That is what we are doing it here. So now what we are doing here, now what we are using, this is what is happening, right? And now let's see, I have for list. So now I'm getting it, and here string is there, right? Whatever is the string is there. Now let me give it a string. You can use string or some other name if you want to use, you can use. Otherwise, if you want to continue, you can use it. So now I am writing one more condition is there here. If string whatever I got it, na, that whatever I am getting it, that content, the value, and I am seeing the ignore case or something. Ignore case, ignore equal ignore case of what is the string I need to have. I need to find out whether it is email ID. I wanted to find out whether it is email ID. I wanted to find it. So I'm going to give email ID. I'm going to get the email ID. If it is matched, okay, if the condition is matched, if the column is matched, if the column is matched, I wanted to take that index. I wanted to take the index. Index is equal. I am setting it. Whatever index is there, that I am setting into index. And after that, I wanted to break out from this loop. I don't want to continue continuous loop. So basically, you are iterating all the things. From here, I got this. I wanted to get this released. And now I got this email ID. Now by end of this loop, let me run this code and we will print it out. Where if it is a first record, that time only it is this code is going to get executed. It's a first record, then only it is going to execute. Other record, I have not any sys.out output statements. See this? I'm not having any sys.out output statement. I'm just saving it. So this program, what is this guy is going to read the value. When I run the program, it is going to call main method is going to call. After that, the CSV file reader is going to pass here. Whatever you pass, this program is going to execute. So initially, it is going to create a buffer reader, and buffer reader, sorry, file reader. After that, file reader and buffer reader and array list object initialized and br dot reader. So it is going to read one by one line. It is started reading it, and it is created temporary line. And whatever the this guy is going to read line dot split is there, that is affects us. Whatever your first time if it is reading it, this line is going to read, it is what happening, it has read it. And this line whatever it is line, and that we are used split line dot split with it, so it is going to create a string array. That is what happening it. The string array, it is going to string array. I am just iterating it one by one. So basically I wanted to find out column of that particular row, column of particular row. So this column I wanted to find. If it is so, 0 1 2 3 4 5 should come. So let's see that I am executing it. I got it. After that I need to print out, right? And here index is the I need to print out. Okay, I'm breaking out, and just it is a local variable. So if I go out, it will not be able to print. So that is the reason I give it print out here itself. I'm just printing it. Later I'll be removing it. Index is there, and I'm just running it. See, I got the index. Excellent. I got the index. Now I know how I found that how to find out. So if it is the first time this record is getting executed, so I am just what is second time minutes. I don't want to increase this row and all. So that is the reason what I am doing. Record plus plus I am doing it. Record plus plus I am doing it. So as in the first record, that time it is going to execute. Next time onwards, what I am doing it. I am coming here outside. I'm coming here outside, and I every time first time you need to get it right. So let me create I need to add all fifth index. I mean, like column index 5, what are the values is that I need to put it in the error list. So I am coming here in this place. In this place, normally what happened being we are going to use it as a username details. They will be getting it. We'll be getting username details in that we used to fetch it out. I've taken example as email ID. That is normally in our Winchell programming and cell point coding and all, we used to get the user details in the file, the column heading as a username. So for now, I'm going with email ID. Okay. Now we got this data. We got the data now. So first time it is recording it, and first time also I need to add it, right? Where is my username or user email list? User email list. User email list. So user email list. So our job is from the file read the data and put it as emails list as a list. That is what we want to do it. So I'm adding here. So this that is first time also this array list, right? So I'm going to add array list of this array list, right? And index, whatever index is there, that value I'm going to give it. So I read the value and I first time I read it, and second time also it's going to read automatically. First time this code is going to executed, and the second time it's going to executed, and third time it's going to executed. This is the way you can continue it. So I'm just running it, my program, to see the data and executing it. I should get all email ID and email ID. Let's see that. I need to print out, right? I have added it. That's fine. I need to print out, right? So where is my program? And this is my for loop and while loop. Later I'm going to print it out. Sys.out.println. I just type into and I'm giving the username, emails list, and here I'm going to get printed out the email ID. This email ID has come. Email ID first name and all everyone's email ID is there. So normally in our programs and all, so in our method and all, we need to always do this kind of functionality. This is my method, right? Best approach I'm trying to tell you here, and let's focus on some of the things we need to focus here. I want people to make good programming skills. That is my objective. So here, so we are not having any log purchase statement. Better to have log purchase statements and complete your program. And what are the log statements? We need to keep it. Normally, if I am continuing with a syslog statement, and this is the writing of our program, right? Syslog statement. So you are going to put it starting of the program or read. This is the read method, right? Starting read method like this. We have to keep it starting read method. Better approaches and all. This will help you in your office and all. You can do. Sometimes people will not start that reading method, starting read method, and always better to keep while looping starting and ending. We need to keep it so that program ending also you can find it out. Program ending also you can find it easily. Closing the program, ending the read method, ending the read method. And what more you can add here? And we have opened this finally block and catch block is there. This is the final block, and better to add some other functionalities also. What are the catch statements you can add? This is IO, right? Before that, this is IO, and we also need to add IO packages. IO packages. Instead of print state, better to use get message like this. IO message and this is my catch statements. This is my catch statement. This is a catch try, and for that we are having one catches, multiple catches, and we should have final statements, right? We are adding final statements, finally statements. Okay, we are going to have the final statements. In the final statements, what are the things we are going to do it? Final statements. I made my code is ready. Final statements, whatever the BR written, this BR is not read, then we are going to close it. Okay. We will not close there, and we are closing here. So this guy is red color, right? Actually, we are declared the block. Finally, if you declare outside, we need to always close this braces. That is, we need to do it. We need to close the braces. So this is the log. I have not declared the log. That is the reason. You can keep it as syslog statements. Syslog statements. Instead of this, system dot println. So this guy is going to pull data, whatever the column you are given, that guy's columns you are going to read it. And then now in this program, what you understood that if you see, what you understood is if you see, basically you are gone to the file and basic in this column we have find out a specific column, and the specific column whatever it is there, it is reading it. What are the steps we followed? First we read this column wise, sorry, row wise we read it. After once we read this row, and we are iterating one by one by column, and there you found the column. Once you found the column through the iteration process, you found all the values and you kept it in the array list. That is what we have done it. So this is about reading specific what you call a specific column from the file. This is most useful one. You practice it. The more you do practice and all, you can do better in the office, and you can do best in the coding. Only practice only makes you perfect. Thank you so much. If anyone you want to write the code, write a code in your notepad, like notepad, you can write it. I'm just keeping it, and you can see that I'm slowly moving it. And some of the import package is not required, you can remove it. I am just scrolling slowly, and you can make a note, and you can write a program in your local. And suppose this file you doesn't have it, you can create one dummy file. If this file is you don't have it, you can create a dummy file with this kind of format, with comma separated first name, last name, email ID. You can keep your own thing. First name, last name, email ID, and email and the deal. Whatever is there, you can create it, and you can create 10 employees details. Basically, it is CSV file. You can find it in net also. With that column, you can make one column with the email ID. With that, you can write in this program. Thank you so much.